Okay, so we're back on the lift with the 28 and we're gonna start loosening out, right? So these are the aircon pipes that I was busy with the other day. We're gonna take off from the subframe. We're gonna take off from the subframe. We're gonna take off from the control arms. Take off from the subframe, take off from the control arms, take off the cross member, and we're gonna move to the rear. Then we're gonna leave the rear cross member in place, sorry, the rear V arms in place. We're gonna take off from this guy here, from the stabilizer bar, and then onto the diff carrier. So what we're gonna start doing now is we're just gonna look at all the loosening points, all the break points. Sorry, the lighting is bad here. We're just gonna start removing all the lines first. Get that done. We're gonna start loosening up everything, and then we're gonna get it placed onto the jig. Hey guys, so we basically got the suspension loose. You wanna take down one? Eh? Oh, for the back suspension. Okay, so Gray, is that the last bolt you're taking out? Okay, just don't take it out completely, nah. We'll have to rest the car onto the jig and then, alright. So what I'm doing quickly is I've just seen that the clearance here by the distributor cap and the chassis leg is going to be very tight. So the last thing we want to do now is chop the cap or break the cap, and it is a good cap. So while I'm busy here quickly, sufficient, I'm just taking out the last of the bolts, and then we're gonna take down. Just bring me a 8 socket there, please, for the other side. Grab that side there. Okay, so while I'm busy here quickly, you can see the issue on the side here, right? There is an issue with the chassis leg, and the chassis leg has moved a little bit to the left hand side of the car, to the passenger side of the vehicle. So ideally what a person would like to do is leave the subframe on and then have it pulled straight, but I do believe by doing that you tend to manipulate it a bit just so that it fits. So what we're gonna do in this case here is we are going to strip everything out. The guy who's going to be pulling it for us has all the dimensions that we need, or that's needed basically to get this car as straight as possible. So we're going to go according to that, and then we will loosen a cross member frame just so that he can double check and confirm that the cross member bolts to the chassis leg is corresponding. Okay, I'm loose here, so just show one. That spanner is worn out. So yeah, you guys heard me correctly, the spanner is worn out. This is the new tools that we buy off today that actually wear out. Okay, so just so you guys know already, the interior has been stripped out already while Sophie's busy there. I started off with the lights. We're gonna now move over to basically extract everything on the drivetrain. Once that is done, the fuel tank on the E28s work differently to the E30s. The E30 sits under the back seats. The fuel tanks on the E28s sit in the booth itself, so that's totally separate from the suspension. So we didn't have to take off a fuel line there or drain anything as yet. We will do that once everything is out, and it actually allows us for more space to get in there. But this car actually, I'm actually excited to do the undercarriage of the car. It's the first time we're doing an E28 M5 because there's a lot of places that you can play with regards to the detail. So I had to look at a lot of covers, heat shields, and the contrast of the two colors I think will go well. So I need to figure out and see exactly what the original colors were on the undercarriage. But I think this car would go with the color code of the vehicle all the way until the tunnel area, and then it'll come up with, I call it a cappuccino or an eggshell color. From there, that'll be now in the tunnel itself, right? But having said that, with the white basically at the bottom, there's so many areas that you can that you can play with. Sorry, there's a truck reversing in here. There's so many areas of that you can play with, where you can have your different shades of, you can have your black there, you can have your chrome with your heat shields or your silvers, and you can have the gold bolts breaking out into that. And we're actually excited to play with that, but we're going to do more on color codes as we start with body on the vehicle. Are you loose now? Okay, you loose. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this guy here. So we just need to, okay, so what we need to do is let's loosen the motor up, right? This is an aircon pipe here. We're gonna have to move because I'm battling to get to the aircon pipe there, right? So let us guide it. We'll lift up and then have to move the jig to the passenger side of the car, to the left hand side of the car, our right or the car's left. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go and get that one bolt sorted out there. This one, the side is out, right? Okay, I'm gonna go one click down. Okay. I think it's down there at the bottom already. Okay. Okay. Right, out, you loose there, right? Okay, guys, so what you're gonna do is when we go up there, right, we just need to wiggle. If we find that it's not coming loose, then jack up on the duff a little bit. Just jack up on the duff a little bit, just to line it up, and then it should come down by itself. Okay, Sophie, ready? Okay, let's first see what happens when we lift up. Okay, going up. Yes. This side is tight here.
It's coming.
Is it going down? This side is tight here for some reason. I'm gonna go up a little bit more, right? Just watch the bolts here. Okay, I'm loose here. You guys loose there?
Yeah.
Where is it knocking? Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna. Okay, so there's a water housing on this side here that is very close to the, and it's a one-piece unit. So it looks like as I'm moving up, the motor is moving that way there, which is a good sign for us. Okay, the steering knuckle. Okay, so the 13 is out there, right? Let me. The steering is off here. Okay, so with this one again, you know the story with the steering knuckle. I'm unable to turn the wheel, Sophie. No. Okay, I'm gonna go one up, one click up. Just be careful there. Is it moving? No? Okay. I need to come down a little bit, otherwise it starts stressing on that stuff. Coming down. Okay. Were you taking it off from the steering box itself or by the knuckle on top?
Because I forgot to put on the steering box.
The top one is also out there.
That's loose, doesn't it? It's like
Is it loose? So I think what is happening, Sophie, is that it's starting to stress the minute the motor comes down a little bit. So let me do this here. I'm gonna lift up and then you push away, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go one click up, push away. What's it holding at the back?
yeah, it's like they're rolling
Where is it holding?
from the two ball here.
In the front. Okay, so then you need to lift the back up.
Yeah,
You lift the back up and then it's fine, no problem. Sophie, coming right? Is it moving? Eh? Okay, let me just see here. Okay, I'm gonna come back down, Sophie, be careful. Okay, now try. Sorry guys, so what was happening is you got the lift, the leg of the lift coming up, the duff carrier coming all the way up to the one side, but there was a lip on the duff carrier by the where the bush is, and the leg of the lift kept on catching on there. So we needed, basically it sounded a bit harsh, but we had to move it out. There's no way that we can drop the whole car around because all the mounting points are out now at this point in time, and the jig is not designed to carry the weight of the vehicle itself as well in order for us to reposition the leg. Okay, we ready to go up?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, going up. Kiran, why are you so far off the ground? So far up? Why is this one so high up here? Off the jig here?
It's on top of the blend.
Is it the wood? What's up, Sofs? Okay, let me move this pipe out here. This is the aircon pipe catching. Yeah, I just want to move this aircon pipe out of the way. Let me check that wheel also while you double check there. You want to move the jig a little bit? Hey, Sofs? Sophie? To the, hey? Little bit? Down. On the cap. Okay, I'm coming down. Watch your fingers.
Yeah,
Can you move the cap? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna go up again. Wait. Okay, I just needed to move this guy out of the way.
go up.
Okay, going up. You clear? Clear?
Yeah.
So watch your cap there. This is better if the bumper comes off now. What's wrong? Okay, talk to me, guys. What's this here holding here? What's this? Sophie, check from the front for me. What is this? Okay. Right, guys, clear the back. Just tie the fuel pipe up for me. Okay. Watch your bonnet here. Okay. So, what's the difference between the E30 and the E28 M5? The big difference. Even though the M5 has a lot of engine space. Okay, thanks, Kiran. Leave that bracket here. Even though that M5, the E28 has a lot of engine space, it was still a tight fit for it to come out. So even when we put him back in, we're gonna have to wiggle around and play around quite a bit. So one of the issues that I can see here is that we went too high on this motor here. So I told you guys that we need to build a frame. I think we need to come a bit lower on the motor and on the suspension. We raised it up too much. So, okay, let's get the camera off here quickly. Let me take you through the jig. We're gonna move this jig out of place, get the car basically onto its trolley, and then yeah. Okay, so we've got the drivetrain stripped out. We are gonna, let's start by taking the front bumper off. Sophie's busy pulling the wiring through from the inside out. Right, so you'll actually see this whole valence is pulled in. So we're gonna have to do quite a bit of work on this vehicle. So I just want to figure out quickly how this bumper should come off, and it looks like there's a 10. It's either a 10 or an 8 here. It's a size 10. There's a bit of an awkward spot to get to it here. Okay, so there's another 10 holding it in the front here. Okay, so it's just a 10 nut holding onto a funny bracket here, right? Which I do believe is not the correct combination. Okay, so I've got that loose from here. Okay, so that's bumper holding onto the fender there. There should be a bolt here somewhere. There's nothing there. Let me take off the stand first and then we can see from there. Then from the engine bay side, we still got quite a bit to do here. We've got the master cylinders to come off still. And I'll show you what I was talking about with regards to this dual system. The air radiator that I'm gonna battle with. So I got the nut out here. one more bolt here. How does it feel like this whole combination is turning at the back? So I still believe it is this one bracket. Holding on to here. Then there must be another bolt holding the front through. So where's the front bolt here? Yeah. Okay, go. Left up, huh? Okay, so it's on both sides, isn't it? Go. Go ahead. Yeah. What is it? What is it on the chassis leg? Eh? You got a 1/4 inch. Okay, so we battled to get this bumper out. And we had to get through the bolts, but it had to go through the chassis legs here into here. So you can see this side here has been repaired before. We are gonna have the car straightened out and rather just get it onto a jig. Not onto a jig, onto a chassis straightener once and for all, and get that done. So you could see now when I told you guys I was battling with a couple of bolts here and there, right? When everything was still on, and these are the bolts and nuts I was talking about. Got a nut there. Okay, we'll have to take this guy out, take this nut out here, and take this nut out here. And then it looks like there's one bracket broken on the side here. Okay, so so if we don't put too much pressure on the car, right? So don't jump around too much in the car because um, we need to balance the car out on the Okay, so this guy is loose. I'm gonna leave it loose like that. I get rid of this aircon pipe here. You'll find the fitment of the aircon radiator is quite different to the E30s. Just your mounting points, your mounting brackets, and so on like that. So I just want to keep all these brackets safe. I'm going to dump everything into my chair, and then I'll transfer from my chair into the relevant containers. So like these brackets here. Okay. So I should be able to. Yeah. So I did loosen this aircon pipe before. This aircon pipe looks like it's. Okay, aircon pipe is also mangled, so we'll have to rebuild that guy. Not quite a bit. And then, sorry, I'm being stupid here. There's another aircon pipe here. I don't know why I missed this guy. I don't know how I missed this guy. Over here. Should be 24, 23. One of these odd sizes. Is it 23? Yeah. I'm gonna have to lock the other side in. So I just got the other 23. I was able to basically undo this guy. Okay. So okay. So the aircon radiator out. And then the oil cooler. Looks like we've got two tins on this side here. Let me just get up my one bracket here. There's a plastic air duct over this oil cooler, and we'd like to maintain this air duct. So should just slide out these clips on it here. Right, we'd like to keep this air duct here. Looks like we're gonna have to do some plastic welding over here onto it. Campus, campus. Okay, this is the easy bolt to get out. So So this is the hard one here. No, why is it bent? The bracket is bent on this one. The bracket bent on here. Yeah, I'm gonna loosen this guy and see if I can't. Work my way. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a spanner. This guy. I'll have to just bend the bracket back a bit so I can get the spanner bed in here. So it'll actually be easier to get in from the back there. The E28 is very intimidating next to the E30. So if you just watch out for the firewall match, right? Try not, don't damage it at all, please. Oh, what? The routing of those two pipes. Alrighty. So these pipes here, yeah. Look, the scooter looks like it's in decent condition. The ears look like they're but whacked out, but nothing major on it. Okay, let's see where's the next area we can tackle. Okay, so while Sophie's still busy, that side we've got the ABS unit to take out, and so we've got the ABS unit to take out, and we've got the master cylinders as well as the wiper motors. Then this car should be all good to go. Okay, so nice M-Power system. Sorry. Okay, so you guys can see the foot of it, right? Basically, it's a nice way to take it off, but I do believe that we're gonna battle with this guy going back up. So well, there's a lot of work that we gotta do on this car still. But yeah, seems fairly simple. Well, on the jig it looks much more simpler. You can see where the tank sits on the E28. It sits all the way to the back. You got what's this here? Two filters here sitting at the back here as well. But there's a lot of places you can see the pipes. It's actually quite simple. We were a little bit intimidated by the M5, but it's actually quite a simple design. You can see the diff mounting, it's totally different. So this whole guy should come off. But when I was talking about the items that we could, or the detailed items that we could play with, right? I was talking about things like this here. So I know I've done it on the E36. On this guy, yeah. This year we can do gold. We can do gold there. You can have a nice white background, a backdrop to it. Your piping will contrast properly out of that. A nice black on the petrol tank. This here should go silver, and these here should go gold. So you can have some fun on it. However, you can see that the sorry, let's put my flash on there. You can see that the wheel arches are black. We'll see what it came out of the factory original. But what I'm suggesting here is that we know this is a restored vehicle. We're not claiming for it to be an original vehicle. So I think let's go color code on this here. Go with a white color code on the arches. It looks like that cappuccino color at the bottom. We'll confirm what the bottom color is. And we can play with it. This has got black at the bottom here. So it's going into a black, and we'll have to clean all of that out as well. Okay guys, so this here is another drivetrain extraction. This one is, look, it's not actually hard. It's it's quite simple, right? The M88 motor really intimidates a person. It really makes it seem like there's a whole lot more to it, but it's actually quite a simple system. But it is out, and look, you guys will see more of it while we are on the jig and while we are working with it. Um, okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode here. The next one will be the Yana Red M5. That's also gonna go through the strip down, but that will only get suspension strip down, front and rear suspension strip down, and that's it. There is no motor, no gearbox on that. There's no diff on it as well, so that's going to be quite simple. There's no headlights. There is wiring on it, but it's going to be quite a simple task. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get cracking. Cheers guys.